everyone, I'm going to be reading John 15, 1 through 8. I am the true grapevine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch of mine that doesn't produce fruit, and he prunes the branches that do bear fruit so they will produce even more. You have already been pruned and purified by the message I have given you. Remain in me, and I will remain in you. For a branch cannot produce fruit if it is severed from the vine, and you cannot be fruitful unless you remain in me. Yes, I am the vine, you are the branches. Those who remain in me, and I in them, will produce much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing. Anyone who does not remain in me is thrown away like a useless branch and withers. Such branches are gathered into a pile to be burned. But if you remain in me and my words remain in you, you may ask for anything you want and it will be granted. When you produce much fruit, you are my true disciples. This brings great glory to my Father. So this is one of my favorite biblical passages. It talks about pruning. And much like a gardener prunes branches and vegetation and trees and things like that, the Lord prunes us. So, you know that I've been praying to be pruned by the Lord for quite a while. And I'm still praying for that. And I'm seeing a lot of that in my life, which is a good thing. Sometimes, like I said in my previous videos, change can be scary, and who doesn't feel that every once in a while? But I'm grateful that God is pruning me. I'm grateful that certain things in my life are shifting and changing, even though it's not always fun to go through, even though it can be painful at times. But that's how it is, and we all go through it. God has to prune us in order for us to produce more fruit that gives way to everlasting life. God doesn't want us to be stuck in a rut. He doesn't want us to be like shrinking violets and be like, no, I'm not going to do this, I'm too afraid. He doesn't want us to be backed into corner. He wants us to be out in the world and spreading his love and kindness, and also the good word of the gospel. We don't even necessarily have to preach the gospel to be heard. We show through our actions. Not everybody feels comfortable with the gospel being preached to them, but I know I used to be like that too. I didn't like that. Now I embrace it, and I'm glad I had a change of heart. But it's human nature for people not to want to be changed. And again, it's the whole thing with comfort zone. People by their very nature, and I also speak for myself too, people by their very human nature, they don't like change. They don't want to go through change because they don't know what is up ahead. And like even today, I posted something on Facebook to the effect that people can't make a decision if they don't know what they want to change, if they don't know what they want. And one of my friends, he pointed out to me that it's because that people don't have all the facts. So, I mean, we can't predict what God is going to do in our lives. We can't foretell anything. Only God does that. And mind you, I don't believe in psychics. I believe in true prophets from God, but I don't believe in psychics. I don't believe that people can actually foretell future events unless you're a true prophet from God. But anyway, I digress. And the path on the narrow way is not easy. It's not easy for me. It's not easy for you. But God doesn't want us to lose hope. He wants us to remain in him. He doesn't want to fall away from him. He doesn't want us to be running away from him in terror, because he knows what's best for us. He's the one who has the best interest at heart for us. And he doesn't want any of us no matter who we are, no matter where we come from, to run in faces of danger. Because that's what we should do. He does want us to trust him. That's the reason why he put us on this earth, was for us to have a relationship with him. And he wants as many people as possible to have salvation. You know, we all know that we live in a broken world, but there are good people in this world too, and we're called to be the light to other people's darkness. We're called to shine light on them and spread love and kindness and generosity and be patient with people who aren't very kind to us. And these are many of the things that I've learned along in my journey, especially with the whole thing with pruning. And the fact of the matter is that throughout my whole entire life, I've been pruned by God, whether I realize it or not. And I still am. Only difference is before a certain time, probably maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I didn't ask to be pruned. He just gave it to me anyway. And now, every so often I'll pray to be pruned, and I'm grateful that he is pruning my life and pruning me. And yeah, stepping out of my comfort zone is hard, but it's not impossible. And sometimes I feel like I hold myself back. I tend to get in my own way because of my own fear. And I don't want to fear anything. I don't want to have to worry about anything. I have to focus on the fact that God's got me, and he'll me through whatever I go through.